You said a disciplined man is a free man. It's like, if you can put your mind under control, then you are free.
Welcome to the iucus show.
Listen to that. Listen to that, guys. How nice is that? How nice is that, huh? Yeah, you know where I am right now. Or you probably don't, but I'm in Prospect Park. I wish I could show you guys. It's definitely the most beautiful park in New York. There's no buildings in sight. To the left, to the right, it's just nature. It's just nature. I'm sitting on the bank of this river which leads to the lake in the middle of Prospect Park, and there's trees surrounding me. It's pretty much enclosed, like my own little private area. And it's perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for on a Saturday. You know what I mean? It's exactly what I'm looking for on a Saturday. On a Saturday, I want peace. Wow, that's a nice bird. I want peace. I want to relax and sift my thoughts like I'm pouring flour mix through a strainer. I want all of the smooth flour to hit the bottom of the bowl and all the little clumps to stay on top, so that I can look at those clumps and kind of, mush them around a little bit and spread them out so that they become like fine grains of sand, fine grains of flour, and also just go back into the bowl. I guess what I'm trying to say is I want to get those thought clumps out. Yeah, something I've been thinking about a lot over the past couple of days, which will lead into what I've been thinking about for the past couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, is how can we live for over 20 years, some people their entire lives, we live but we never find peace in our own brain? And is it even possible to find peace in our own brain? And what I mean by that is, in reality, the best thing should just be to sit and enjoy what's actually there. And if that's not true, it's at least true that we should be able to enjoy it, right? Like, people say, sitting and watching paint dry is horrible. Well, it's like, why is that horrible? Why do I need external things stimulating me all the time? How come I can't just be good with what's inside my brain internally already? Because there's a whole universe in there. Anything I want to imagine, I can imagine. All of my memories over my entire life, I can enjoy those. Who I am as a human, I can just love that. Even if I had no memories, I could still at least be at peace. And I feel like, that's part of also why they say boredom is good for you. Because you need to at least take a stab at finding peace in your own brain. For me, I gotta figure that out. I'm not gonna live my whole life and then perish without actually understanding how to sit in silence and be by myself. Like, there's some people that say, when they were in jail, that was the best time of their life. Mike Tyson said that. David Cho said that. David Cho went so far as to say that solitary confinement is something that he would go back to again, because it was a time of intense creativity. He had paper and pens. That's all you need as an artist to enter an entire universe. what that leads into is everything that we do is actually trying to find peace. Think about it like this. Everything we do externally tries to, or we do that because we're trying to find fulfillment, right? Fulfillment is the sense of, yes, I got this and it's what I needed and now I'm at peace. You know, like that's what you feel for a couple minutes after you get a new car, or for maybe a month after you get drafted, or, you know, if you're with your wife after you nut. Oh look, we have a visitor. And yeah, that's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find that fulfillment, but we're trying to find it through external things, when fulfillment is something that you actually get internally. So there's this kind of barrier or missing link that we are not seeing. It's a strange way that we're conditioned in this world and trained, is to try and manipulate everything externally to fix our internal state. But where truth comes in is actually controlling your internal state. If you guys know Eliud Kipchoge, one of my favorite athletes, the first man to run a marathon in under 2 hours, he said, a disciplined man is a free man. It's like, if you can put your mind under control, then you are free. If you have power over your brain, then you are free. If you feel all these random little thoughts going around and you can bring them to peace, that is when you're good. You don't really need external things, because how is the external going to fix an internal issue, if you get what I'm saying? But it's so difficult, you know what I mean? When I paint in silence. I paint listening to podcasts, classical music, techno music. It used to be like all rap music, and I love rap music, but it's just not healthy for my brain. The lyrics make me think about things of this world when I'm trying to focus on God, and that's not conducive to me growing and eating solid food. So I need to, listen to music that's less lyric heavy, less world heavy. But the point I'm trying to make is, I want, should, and will be able to paint for 2-3 hours at a time, not listening to music. Check out Alpha and Omega for part 2 of this podcast, which will probably be put into 3 parts. Yeah.